Bravo bosses. This is the Bravo Investigator Podcast. I'm your host, Dana, and today we are talking about the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip 20th Anniversary first episode. Joining me today is Sarah and Kelli from the Above Deck Podcast. I love these ladies. They're hilarious. So they joined me today to talk about this episode. We talked about the cast, the nostalgia of it all, and just what went down and who's mad at who. So I hope you guys enjoy the episode. Don't forget that you can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at The Bravo Investigator. You can join the Facebook group and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And also don't forget that I have a whole other podcast called All You Need Is You, which is a podcast about living your best solo life. You can download All You Need Is You wherever you get your podcasts. And I hope you guys enjoy the episode. I love you, BBs, and I will see you next time. Sarah and Kelli, welcome back to the Bravo Investigator Podcast.
It's so good to see you. Thanks, Dana.
It's so good to have you guys. It's been a minute.
It has. Yeah,
it's been a long time.
We see you on the old Instagram and Facebook, but it's good to
and you and I text.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, now I have Kelly's number too, so now we're in a group chat.
That's
I love it. I'm
group
excited.
Chat is live.
Okay, well, you guys, these are my Above Deck podcast ladies. I love them. We used to be podcast company mates, and now we're just regular friends. Really friends after the breakups. But no, and then we got to meet in real life at BravoCon, and that was so funny because you guys were so good about really trying to find a time to meet up with me.
It was so hard, wasn't it?
Not working out until it finally did, and then we were good.
It was a joyful, joyful reunion. I say reunion because it felt like we already knew each other, but
yeah. And that's the great thing, and it's what I always say to people about our community. It really just feels like you have this thing in common that bonds you no matter what, and you could talk about that person with that person about Bravo for hours and hours without having anything else in common. You know what I mean? And
it's true.
It's a beautiful thing. It's what bonds us from all over the world.
That's right.
That's right.
Absolutely love it. Well, guys, we're talking Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip today. Roaring 20. None of us were invited to the premiere party, but that's okay. We're here today to talk the premiere. And I would love to hear both of your OG Bravo stories. So what was your gateway drug? It probably was Below Deck, but I'm curious what your first Bravo show was. And then your first Housewife show.
Okay. Kelli, do you want to go first?
Sure. I was just gonna say I would watch OC, and when they would play it on Sundays when it was nothing but that show, that's when I would really get to it. But yeah, OC, and then New York definitely, but then Shaw's. Shaw's were kind of I loved the Shaw's. I don't know what it was. They were just unapologetically amazing. I don't know.
I never watched that until recently because they had the Valley Persian style, which is a spin-off of Shaw's. And there was so much reference to things that I just didn't understand. And as the investigator, I have to know. So I did have to go back and watch a bunch, but it was in the background. I'm still not fully complete on that one, but that is a good show. They're quite chaotic.
Yeah.
Same.
What about you, Sarah?
I think OC was my gateway show as well. And then there were little spin-offs. I didn't watch the Rachel Zoe project, but I loved It's a Brad World. I don't know the timing of those compared to Housewives, but I was in from the very beginning and watched everything.
20 years ago kind of beginning?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Well,
okay, first of all, can I just say that it hurts when you say it 20 years ago, you're like,
yeah,
and I was like, what year was it?
We all had that
2006
our stomach moment.
that was 10 years ago, right? The 90s were just 20 years ago. I mean,
why does it feel that way? It always does, right?
Yeah.
It's the year 2000 was 10 years ago.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just painful to think about it. Sorry.
It's crazy. Yeah. What were you guys doing in 2006? I was living in Charleston. I had already been here for several years.
06, I was pregnant.
Okay.
And working at a movie theater as their events manager, but that was it.
Okay. What about
I
you,
was
Dana?
graduating my undergrad and starting my master's.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that's it. I don't
Yeah.
know. Nothing that exciting.
But I feel
Yeah.
like I didn't really have cable, so I would like dog sit or house sit for people, and then it'd be a Saturday and I'd watch like catch up on all the OC or whatever. That's kind of my memory. Like when I think about watching OC that first season, I'm picturing like a house on Folly Beach and like who I was dog sitting for. So I think
Yeah.
that's like the time period for me.
It's funny that you
And
mentioned that because like we're in 2026 and we didn't even get Bravo in Canada for like since like 2 years ago, I think is when we got it. I've been using illegal websites. There's been like finagly way to get like your stuff over the years. And
yeah.
it's like we have it all now. We have Hey You, we have all these things, but it was just yeah, it wasn't as accessible definitely. And so I
Hmm.
definitely didn't start what especially when you want to watch back and you want to watch, previous seasons, you want to start on a show that's, you know, been on for 10 years or something like that.
Yeah, there
It
wasn't
would
like
definitely take me a while to
streaming
find.
back then yet, right? You couldn't
Not
stream
then.
anything. You might have had
Right.
to like get Netflix in the mail or
Yeah,
something.
I was going to say it was Netflix in the mail. Now, was Project Runway on Bravo to start? I think it was.
I think it was.
I think my now ex-husband and I watched that frequently. And that
Did
might
you get divorced
explain a few
over Project
things.
Runway?
No, no, but it might explain a few things.
Okay, why don't we talk a little bit about the cast? Because we were saying before we hit record that this was more of a nostalgia episode than a story episode, and I
Hmm.
don't know if that is sort of how the season is going to continue. And if it is, that's fine too. Like it's kind of
Yeah.
fine if we have a nice light fluffy show. That being said, OC is really light this year, so. And it sort of crosses over, right? It's the same,
Hmm.
some of the same people. So
Hmm.
it would I would like to have a little bit more drama, right? I wouldn't be against it. If anyone started fighting, especially some of the OGs, I'm not against it. But we have
Hmm.
Nene back, which is really, really exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is back for the 20th. Portia's excited for her. And even
Hmm.
Nene, like I just love how these women know how iconic they are because she
Yeah.
says in the episode, she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I know how huge it is for me to come back for the 20th year."
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It
That
was
was a
so
nice
cool.
surprise.
Yeah, it was cool hearing them like talk about it. And I loved the intro that they did with like the iconic clip from each lady.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love the choice of Housewives. I was trying to think would I have chosen any differently, but I don't think so. I think it was like perfect choice of people.
Yeah. And I did
Oh
like
God, I
the
haven't
little
even put
bit
some
of
thought into
the
it.
reminiscing of each of them and just
Yeah.
kind of, oh, yeah. Like I had a lot of, oh, yeah moments watching it,
Right.
just like remembering. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was funny that Nikki or not Nikki, Vicki didn't know why she was fired in the first place because she feels like she's pretty relevant. And that's just like really just so classic Vicki, just no
Tracks.
matter
Yeah.
what. And she was given her 20th orange back, right? To come back for the 20th season of The Real Housewives of OC. But I don't know. Do you guys think she is as iconic as she thinks she is?
Uh that's hard to say. I I
It
think
doesn't have to
so.
mean you like her. I just mean like, do you think
Yeah.
she's like
Yeah,
if
I
on the
mean,
Mount Rushmores of Real Housewives,
I
would you
think
put
so.
Vicki Gunvalson?
She's
Yeah.
always funny. You always know what you're getting. And yeah, I mean, she's exactly the same. I mean,
Yeah.
even though she says, oh, she's changed so much and she doesn't do drama anymore. And she still reacts the same way and like the way she talks, she's still the same person.
Yeah,
She is the housewife. Like you
Yeah.
think housewives, like her
that's
face
true.
comes like that's just what I see. But
Yeah.
yeah,
No, it's totally true. What I thought was really funny was Kyle saying that, people will come up to her and say, "Oh, I feel like I know you." And she's like, "It's like you do." And I don't know, I was just surprised by that because
Hmm.
usually you would think that someone on TV would say, "Oh, and you don't know the real me." But do you feel like it's because she truly believes she has put her whole life out there? Like you would think that that would irk someone in a way.
Hmm.
Or
yeah,
I don't know, especially in recent years when people have been
Hmm.
so, you know,
Judgmental and
judgmental,
yeah.
I guess, about like her lack of sharing her life, I guess. But I thought it
Hmm.
was interesting that she looked at it that way.
Yeah, I think early on, Kyle, now, or like in recent years, she more like curates what she will show, and she's aware of like how to produce herself. But I think back when you had Kim on, and, I think it was, yeah, just think of like the
And
fights and
Portia
stuff
was
that we
only
saw.
2 as well when that show started, which is crazy.
Oh
Oh
my
my
She had a
gosh.
2-year-old, or was she 4? No, I think she was 2.
Oh my
Really?
God. She
Even
was
if
in
That's
she was 4,
single-digit
that's still like
age.
a baby.
that's crazy.
That
Now,
is
Portia is not
insane.
an OG, right? She wasn't in the first season of Atlanta. I think she
No,
came
do
Yeah, I don't
in.
think
not
she
quote
was.
me and no one yell at me in the
I'm gonna look
comments,
it
even
up
though I
while we
could. Yeah, you
talk.
could just Google. I was going to say 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
And okay, I have not been keeping up with this season of Atlanta.
Me
And
either.
so people might get mad at me for saying this, but I just realized that Portia's girlfriend's last name is McKinney. I thought her name is Sway McKinney. And it's my understanding that Portia's baby daddy's last name is McKinney also. But again, I haven't been keeping up, so this is probably old news and not as interesting as I'm making it. But like,
Oh,
it's,
Oh,
that would
so
make
it's like Ben
that's
Affleck like dating
interesting.
a lot of Jennifers.
Yeah. So Portia did not join until season 5. That's what AI is telling
Okay,
me.
Oh,
check
wow.
the McKinneys. Check the last name of the current person she's dating.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
I love
Okay.
this.
I'll get there. Oh, it says
And
she was born in 1981.
oh really? So that's 2 years older than me.
1 year younger than us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where this okay, this
Okay, she
entire
looks
season is
good.
going to make us feel old because we're just going to be talking about years so
I
much. Even
know.
those cutouts that they ended up having of the women, right? They didn't end up liking them either.
I know.
I
And
loved them though, because
it
that's
was
what
interesting to
those are
look
the
at it.
girls. Like those are the ladies that we were introduced to. Like,
I know.
Yeah, it is fun to see how their faces and hairlines and stuff has
but
changed.
Teresa
Noses.
only had her nose tip done.
What?
I,
We saw you get your bubbies. Your
it's fine.
bubbies.
Like, you do you,
Mhm.
boo. Like, are you happy? Perfect. That's
Yeah.
it.
Okay, I never feel bad for Teresa, and I put this on Threads. But like when she was telling her prison story, nobody was listening to her, and Vicki was being so rude. Like
So
it's just
bad.
Yeah.
it's just like
I pay my
what do you call it? Like a
taxes.
common
Pay
etiquette,
my
right?
tax.
Like that's just you haven't taken your
Like,
etiquette class. In Real Housewives of London, they would never allow this.
That's right. Yeah, it's like she was already like that, and then you add like her age, and it's how
yeah,
thinking about like my mom, like the stuff that she is willing to say to
Yeah.
people.
to anybody.
So
Ugh.
yeah,
Do
That
you
was bad though.
that was
That
hard to
was
do you
watch.
equate housewives, or especially the older generation housewives, with like having one of those grandparents that just says whatever they think? Because
Yeah.
I don't know that we necessarily do, because let's take Jill Zarin, for example. We effectively canceled her. Okay. We were like, no,
Yeah.
yeah.
no. But then we have those people where Kathy Hilton's a great example. We're like, no,
Hmm.
Kathy.
Oh, it's just Kathy. Yeah.
She mixes Garcelle up with her sister. And we're just like, no, Kathy.
It's just Kathy.
3000 BC Chinese. It's fine.
Wait, are we Chinese? It's one of my favorite moments. Are we Chinese or not?
Oh
So
man.
good.
Lisa's
Uh,
hot mic is still one of my favorite moments. She talks about that one.
yeah, it was
Do you
interesting to hear her say, like, I knew when I went into that reunion that I just had to like sit there and take it. Um,
I
I don't
feel
know.
like Lisa is different. And look, this episode was rose-colored glasses, right? Like they're all on
right?
their best behaviors. Nobody's pissing each other off yet. They haven't traveled anywhere together except to pull in, the little van. So I think I can't tell if like Lisa is like different because she's around a different group of ladies and she doesn't have to perform.
She's not as triggered, I think, by these people.
Yeah. Yeah, because she's just there for the flow. Like she's out there, she's shaking her
Hmm.
booty, she's trying.
That's a great point, especially on her show. It is, oh, what's the word? Like all armor up, if that's the proper
Yeah.
Hmm.
saying, on her
She's
show. I
ready
feel
for a
like they go
fight.
into
Yeah.
filming on day one, like with your guns ready, because they are all out to
Hmm.
get each other. It's like the Spider-Man meme, right? Where everyone's pointing at each other, because on their show, they are always out to get each other with a cheating scandal or illegal this or that, right? Or your
Hmm.
Yeah.
husband is doing this or that. And you're right, she can just let her guard down here. I didn't even think of that. I was
Yeah, that's
actually
interesting,
thinking
Kelly.
what it's going to be like for these women all being like the alphas of their shows to interact with the other alphas, right? And if they're going to like try
Yeah.
to out alpha each other, we do hear little comments here and there where it's like, mine is the best, or I'm the most well known, or no, it was
Yeah.
my thing. And I wonder if that's going to be, if that's going to come to play throughout the season, like a
Oh, I'm
battle of
sure.
the egos, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure it is, but I also feel like these women are each, especially I think of Luann for sure, very confident in who they are. They're, for the most part, they're in on
I
like
love
the
that about
trope,
her.
you
I should get
know?
Yeah.
her on my solo podcast.
Oh, that'd be great.
Well,
Yeah.
she
Actually,
does love men, but she's also very great on her own. I would say that.
yeah. When I saw the Countess Luann show in Charleston, she had just gotten back from this trip. So she talked a lot about it at her show, and she said it was so hard to pack for because of all the different themes and climates and everything. But
Yeah.
yeah.
That's so funny. I'm trying to
Now,
think of like when they get like the email that says like pack for the 80s.
80s.
Because you have Tamara at the end where they're having like she's having a serious conversation, I think, with Vicki, and she's
Yeah.
wearing like a G-string
They look like
And
Barbie.
roller
exercise outfit,
skates.
right? Right, but it's I don't know if she's wearing leggings under it though, because it looks skin colored, because it looks like she's wearing a thong, right? It's
Yeah, I
just she's
think they
having
were
a
like
serious
tights, like
conversation.
skin-colored tights. I have to say, but yeah, her butt looked really good, I have to
She's
say,
got a hot body. Yeah.
for being an elder. Now, did you predict that like Vicky would be like the mean girl? Like, did you see that coming? I didn't really see that coming.
I don't know. You never know when someone comes back, what their MO is going to be going in, like what their strategy is going to be. She definitely picked a strategy.
Hmm.
See, I always think of not what someone else is going to do, but more so what I would do because that's what's most reasonable. I would
Hmm.
go in just a little bit more demure and a little bit more mindful because I'm just coming back in. I want to be testing the waters. That would be
Right.
me, but
That's not Vicky.
she has to be center of attention. So I don't think she knows how to. I don't think she knows how to be that.
Yeah. Also, she's the host right now, because they're
Yeah.
in the OC. So there's also that element, I guess, to
Yeah,
I
mention.
loved how she gave them all clipboards with to fill out an
Life
insurance form.
insurance.
yeah.
And Lisa was like, "So I just met you and you want my social and like all of my personal information? I'm
She's
a
like,
little
I've been through
worried."
this before. My friends are going to look me up. They're going to find my documents.
You need to call one of my 6 lawyers if you want this information.
That's
I'm
right.
shaking. I'm physically shaking.
Yeah. I do have a question. I think it was Lisa Barlow said, I don't carry Coach and I don't fly Coach.
Yeah.
Are Coach bags like not chic anymore? Is that like not a good brand? Like
I carry Coach.
I have one designer thing and it's a Coach bag. Is that not cool?
I think the thing with most, like, okay, I could be so wrong. I really don't. Like, I'm literally wearing my own
We're
merch
such
right now. What do I
fashionistas.
know? But I think like because you can get Coach anywhere, like we have a
Okay.
store here, Winners, which I think is sort of like your TJ Maxx. Like you can get Coach things there like
Yeah.
cheap, right? Usually you can get
Yeah.
like
Okay.
a discounted because you can sort of get it anywhere now and it's more
Okay.
accessible. I think it's not
You don't
necessarily as
have to like go
cool
to Milan.
unless there's like specialty Coach now, right? But like I think with the C's everywhere and it being so flashy, I don't think that's as cool as it used to be. But
Okay.
please correct
It's
me
the
if I'm wrong,
Midwest
listeners. I
cool.
have no sense of fashion whatsoever.
This is the blind leading the blind right now. I mean, I was with Kelly in New York
I
City when
just put
she
on a
got
bra
her
before this,
her
so
fake. What was your bag that you got in
Oh,
Chinatown,
a Louis
Kelly?
Vuitton.
Yeah.
And I'm carrying it right now. Like somebody at work was like, "I love your bag." I said, "Thanks. It's the best $60 I ever spent."
Has
the
it
end of
held
the day,
up?
it looks the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
You know who
Has it?
looks the same? Giselle. She actually has not
Yes.
changed.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
great
She has
skin.
the
So
best
pretty.
green screens out of any of the women.
Yeah.
Like she's so good. She's such a good like narrator for the show.
Yeah. I like her. I
So, what is bunko?
think it's a
And is that
card
what they
game.
said?
Yeah.
Yeah, bunko. Although, yeah, a lot of the girls can say, I have been to a bunko party, and I remember that you sit in groups of 4, like at tables, and then there was a lot of moving around, which I didn't care for. Like somebody wins around and then you move. And there's a lot of yelling bunko. I don't remember it being particularly fun. I think it's like dice and roll. I don't know. You have to roll. certain numbers. And there was also a lot of confusion. Like, now what do we do in this round? I don't know.
It sounded like they were saying Bucco, which is the last name of the guy from the Valley, Danny Bucco, who nobody likes
Oh,
right now. So
yeah,
it
no.
sounds like you just keep saying like Bucco, Bucco. And I'm like, ugh, ugh.
Bunko, Bunko.
I don't
But
know if
have
I
you
could be a housewife because I'm just like not a gamer. And they're always having to play games.
You'd have to learn to be. But do you remember that scene, like the Bunko scene, the original one where they dressed in the 80s with
No,
Gretchen? Oh, so
not
you're
at
gonna have
all.
to, you should go back and watch that episode with the Bunko party because I think it'll make a lot more sense.
Okay, I
Got it.
guess. Okay, so people used to get mad at me because I was recapping it for the past couple of years. I'm not recapping this season,
Hmm.
but I was recapping without having the history, which, is not my style typically, but
Yeah, that's
it's
hard.
quite a history. And I did get caught up, but I was watching it in the background while I was fired
Yeah.
and all that stuff. But like, I guess I missed that one. I guess I
Yeah, you
fell
need to
asleep or
watch the
something.
Bunko party, whatever season
Okay.
that was. I think it's pretty important.
It's hard to watch that much TV with full concentration and not doing other things. But I have
Yeah,
learned, or I had a friend tell me, we're not actually good multitaskers. Like that's not a thing that our brain is
right.
actually capable of doing. And I
Hmm.
truly believe, this is sort of off topic, but I truly believe that before cell phones and before like the internet was like really on our phones and stuff, that like we were processing things better because like the shows I watched before cell phones I don't need to do a rewatch of. I remember by heart because I was listening and concentrating. Now I'm doing 10 other things, and maybe
Yeah,
that's why I have to watch it 3 times.
that's
Hmm,
interesting for
good
sure.
point.
That's why I have to take notes on everything.
Yeah.
Oh, the note taking. That's the
Yeah.
hardest part. Okay, so the main drama that we got was sort of near the end. So we go to the Quiet Woman, which is really cool to actually like get to see the
Hmm.
Quiet Woman. And I love how Vicki felt like she had to defend it because it's like smaller than you people think, right? But so is Sir apparently. I mean,
Okay.
the way they make Sir look on Vanderpump Rules, it makes it look quite huge, but it's
Yeah, it
actually like
does.
teeny tiny apparently. I haven't been to any of these places, but anyways, Shannon and Tamara get in a fight over Tamara calling Shannon a drunk again. And like, this is so
Oh my
last season.
God.
And I hope you
Hmm.
sort of see this crossing over a bit into the OC.
Hmm.
I don't know if you guys are watching, but in like the first
Yeah.
episode, there was some mention of it. So,
Hmm.
which was kind of confusing because we didn't really get the context. But
Right.
Tamara's like, I was there for you for years when she would call me in the middle of the night drunk and all of this stuff. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, we've heard
Why
you
do you have
say
to keep
this.
telling everybody this?
Exactly. And like, we had a whole season of this. You've already had the audience tear you apart for it. Didn't you go to therapy about this? And now you're just sort of doing it again. Unless I have the
Right.
timeline wrong, because I get so confused about like when all of these things are filming. But was this not 2 seasons ago about Shannon and the
I
I
think
drinking
think it
so.
and
was. I
Tamara
think it
coming
was
for her?
multiple seasons ago. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, get a new
But it
shtick,
makes me wonder
Tamara.
if they
Get a new
had
storyline.
taped that season, then taped this show, and then they were getting ready to tape the 20th season of OC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
I don't
know.
know. I feel
I don't
maybe,
know.
yeah,
This
it's just messy,
the
which I mean
20th
is what they do.
they finished filming like in May, I think,
Okay.
of this year. Is
Yeah.
that
Oh,
right? Yeah, because I think I went to the cabaret show in May. Was it May? Hold on, I gotta look up when it was now.
this year? Oh, that's so how come they can pump out some shows so quickly and some they can't? Well, I heard this entire thing only filmed for a
Oh no,
week, if I'm not
February.
mistaken, or nine
February is when they
days.
finished. Sorry,
Oh,
say that
okay.
again, Dana.
I think that they filmed this whole thing in 9 days, if I'm not mistaken,
Wow.
or
Oh,
7 days, maybe less.
Yeah.
So it's like we're getting an entire day per episode, maybe. I could be wrong about that too. No one come for me. Sorry, I'm just like constant
Yeah, I
warnings.
mean, Vicky or somebody suggests like it's a 2 week period, like, oh, this will be a really fun 2 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's that or
Um,
less, I'm sure.
Yeah, so we do get like some of those OC characters. We get Shannon, we get Tamara. Lisa tells the camera that Tamara shouldn't be like shaming Shannon and defining her by her mistakes, which I agree because unless we see like the same behavior over and over again, which, we see like little snippets of it here and there. But like if she doesn't want to be friends with Shannon, that's fine. Then it's just
Yeah.
like it's not like Shannon is still calling her and still doing those things or even
Right.
trying to truly befriend her. It seems like Shannon wants nothing to do with Tamara outside of like having to be around her. So again, it just
Yeah.
it's you know what this reminds me of? Are you guys watching The Valley or did you watch last year?
Yeah, I don't think I'm completely caught up, but I'm watching it.
But it's more so the last year situation where it was
Hmm.
like we're focused so much on hating Janet that we're taking away from what Danny did. And that's sort
Hmm.
of what's happening here because it's like, Tamara, you're making us defend someone who probably does have a problem because of the way you're
Right.
talking about it.
Right.
So like you're doing the reverse of what you're trying or what your outcome here is having the
Yeah,
reverse
you're just
outcome.
making yourself look terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What did you
she's
think
a
about
monster.
Giselle telling Tamara what Vicki said about not being able to trust her because she doesn't know what she's going to say on TV?
Well, I mean, she did it for the drama. Like that's what
Yeah.
they do on these shows. And I was thinking, like Tamara was so upset about it, but like Tamara, especially in her earlier seasons of OC, she was a grade A pot stirrer. So
Oh
like
yeah.
takes one to know one.
Oh
You
yeah.
She's
know,
very
like,
hypocritical in that way.
oh yeah, big time. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she did it because they're on a show, and like that's what you do is you tell people what other people said behind their back, and then we all talk about it.
That's right.
And is that not, again, I'm not like fully caught up with OC or fully paying attention, but did Heather not make that exact statement this season or late last season that like, Tamara's my friend, but like I have to be careful. Or Emily
Yeah.
said it. I
Yeah,
think
she
Emily
did.
said it.
She's
Where
like,
like
I
I
put
have
her
to
in
be
a
careful about what I
box.
say about you because I don't know what you're going to use against me or say on TV, right? Like it feels like everyone just feels the same way. And that's
Yeah,
how
they do.
didn't someone else say that too? I forget exactly who it was. It may have been Lisa. I think she said Tamra is a great friend unless she hates you and she's turned on you. And that
Right.
can
Yeah,
be
you
so
don't want her on your bad
dangerous.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the most dangerous kind of friend, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, they can be real fun, good time girl, and then like turn on you and stab you in the back.
Yeah.
And even if they've never done it to you, if you see them do it over and over and over again to someone else, it like gives you
Uh-huh.
pause, right? So like, you know, I'm sure, like, I don't have off the top. I'm sure she's done stuff to Vicki a million times, but I'm sure Vicki has also seen what she's done to Shannon. And so
Uh-huh.
it's scary, right? Like, you could be, and especially because they've been so on and off and like Trace Amigas, Dos
Yeah.
Amigas, whatever, it's like, how can I really trust her with my secret? I mean, oh my God, I just had a memory of a time at a reunion where she outed that Vicki slept with a man she didn't know in Mexico or something.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hey
I'm having
girl.
this weird memory. Her daughter is next to her pregnant. This
Oh
is a
my
reunion
God.
stage. And she's like, you called me and you were like, oh my God, I just slept with a man I don't even know. And he's next to me in bed. She's like, you shut
I
up.
forgot about this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's
And
crazy.
then her daughter had like no expression. It sounds like it probably happened.
That's why Brianna moved to like Oklahoma or wherever. She just wants nothing to
But
do
can you
with any of
imagine
these
your
people.
best friend says that about you and that you ever forgive them? But Vanderpump Rules, right?
Yeah,
These shows wouldn't
exactly.
exist if these friendships didn't find a way to come back together,
It's
which
true
I only
Yeah.
truly think happens because of this show.
because of
Oh
the
yeah.
show. Yeah, no, Tamara's such a monster. Like the thing that really stood out to me in this episode is when she's talking to Shannon and she says, I'm the one with a husband. I'm the one with kids in college. Like, ew, like you are
Ew.
so disgusting.
That's not right.
She goes so low.
I know she always
Hannah's
does.
got
And
kiddos in college. Come on.
Yeah, I
Like,
know. I'm
what
like,
does that even mean?
okay. Yeah, exactly.
Rude.
Yeah.
she runs out of what do you call it? Like insults, I guess, over time after having been on this show for so long.
She's got
Yeah.
to recycle them.
Yep.
Well, now I'm worried about that. I hope they're able to come up with new stuff because I think it's all well and cute in like the first episode to be like, okay, here's our iconic shit.
Hmm.
But I would like, how would you guys feel about like episode 6 and we have Luann being like, don't be all uncool, right,
Yeah, I don't
guys?
need
Or
I don't
something
need to
like
hear
that.
that.
I think
See,
by
I don't
episode
even
3,
think
things will get spicy.
you think.
Yeah.
And I think you know how when you have more than when you start to have like three or more women in a group, like there start to be little cliques forming and things. So
Hmm.
like I think cliques are going to be forming and people are going to gang up against each other. And then when we see the
Ooh.
preview of like things to come, it does look really good. Like it does look really juicy. So
Who
I
do
think
you
it's gonna be
think is going to gang up on who?
Ooh,
hmm. Like out of the core cast, I don't think Luann will be part of any kind of like ganging up.
No, because she just wants to be all like cool.
Not
Yeah,
uncool.
right, right. Teresa, I think definitely will because she's so
Love,
hot, right?
love,
Like she's
love.
so easily offended. Someone could like look
Yeah.
at
yeah,
her wrong and she'll just go off. So I could see her getting upset
Yeah.
with pretty much anybody. Or
yeah.
Hmm.
is there anyone that you think that Teresa would be intimidated by?
I
Blue.
think yeah, Lou, I think she's a
Yeah.
little bit intimidated by everyone because,
Yeah.
like, intellectually. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I
I'm
mean
not
that's
sure she
fair.
was kept caught up with all the conversation. She was just like,
Like Teresa and Nene, like that would be terrifying. Nene would
oh,
win,
yeah.
obviously, but like if I were
Yeah.
Teresa, I wouldn't go up against Nene.
Yeah,
Um, I could see Lisa and Kyle clicking up together, but I also forget
Hmm.
who knows who from before. Like
Right.
yeah,
I know
Yeah.
they all
Who's
know
already
each other, but
friends?
like I forget what show it was. It was one of these like group shows where they were like, I guess it was maybe the last girls trip. They're like, I'm closest to so and so, or I know this person the least. And that would
Hmm.
have been nice to kind of get that memory. But I guess it's hard because they see each other at BravoCon. They see each other at all
yeah.
these events like several times a year.
Well,
But I could see
Yeah.
Lou
like
and
Lisa and
Giselle
Kyle
did.
sort of teaming up.
Lou and Giselle did the Love Hotel.
Yeah.
Yes.
They seem close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I
Yeah.
feel like
That'd be
Giselle
smart.
would probably team up with maybe Portia, or I know she'll stay with Lou, but I feel
Hmm.
like I love Giselle, but I mean, like you said, she is a grade A pot stirrer, and
Green
so
Eyed
Yes.
it's
Bandit.
a matter of time.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's gonna be really interesting. And I think it could change episode to episode too. So,
yeah,
but I see Vicky kind of being on the outs with more than one of them.
Has Giselle ever been on
yeah.
the Traders? Because she would be great on the
Wait, was
Traders.
she? No. Robin
She
Dixon
was.
was.
Because she should be.
I can't remember. There've been
I
so
don't
many
think Giselle
people.
Because
was.
she's really like, you
Yeah,
Yeah. No,
know,
she would be great. She would be great.
Kristen Doty. Oh, just,
Yep,
okay,
your
let's
girl.
stay on the show. But
Okay.
I do kind of wish that they did something like not this trip because this is the 20th anniversary, but like one of these Real Housewives Ultimate Girls trip type things with the younger shows. So
Hmm.
like I know we're getting that awesome Below Deck Summer House crossover, but like
Yeah.
something like this with like the girls from the Valley and the girls from like Southern Charm or Southern Hospitality, or I don't know, like a big
Hmm.
girls trip in that way would be cool. Like there
that would
was
be neat.
Winter House, which was kind of like a mashup of
Yeah.
some of the other shows, but that never did as well. Did
Yeah, it
you
was a
guys
bit of
watch
a
that? Because there
flop.
was
I
always
did,
some
yeah, because
below deck people.
we had below deck people, but yeah, it was kind of a miss for me.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, no, I would love that. I think that's a great idea. I do want to say one thing about this party, the Bunko party, and Heather brought in the cake with the bow on it. It was a real missed opportunity that somebody didn't break the bow off and eat it. Like I was waiting for that to
Yeah,
happen. Like
that's a good
especially in the
point.
middle of Heather's speech. That would have been the perfect time to do it.
Yeah.
That was a
Or what
shock
did
to
you
me. I
think
was
about
like,
Vicky's speech about whatever she
yeah.
was going on about?
Yeah, it's like it started strong and then
She
what did
lost me
she
really
say?
quickly.
She said something and it was like offensive. I'm trying to remember.
Oh
She
no,
did.
not from
Lou
Vicky.
did. Did you guys? It was a misstep. She said, "I'm just Lou from Connecticut, like Jenny from the
Oh, the
Hood,"
hood.
and she
Yeah,
meant like the block or
Jenny from
South
the
Side
block.
Bronx, I guess.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
But there
that
was
wasn't
already an
great.
apology. Did you guys see that?
No.
No.
She already
No.
had to apologize.
Oops. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. Yeah, that
that
Those
was not
was
silly
good.
bad.
old ladies.
They're only going to get worse too.
I
That's what's so
know.
funny. Like, how long do you think we're going to be watching some of these elders on on our
See,
Elders.
screens
here's the thing. Like some of
until they
these
get
women
canceled?
have been on our TV screens for like a decade plus, which is super rare. There's very few shows like this, Southern Charm, Vanderpump Rules, and then like a handful of housewives who have been doing this long, right? And I find that for them, it's difficult to disassociate reality from TV because when does reality stop and TV begin and vice versa when you're doing it that long? But also for us, if you're watching these people a decade plus, I mean, Amanda Francis, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I'll never see her again, right? She's one season wonder. I won't follow her. Goodbye, good riddance, have a great life. But if I've been following you for a year, even if you're Amanda Batula, I kind of want to know what's going on with you. Or I kind of want to know what's going on with Stassi and her husband because I was watching you for 10 years. So I feel invested in your life.
Yeah.
So the ones like Kyle, who might annoy us, I do kind of want to see her to the bitter end. Yeah, whoever goes first, me or her.
No, I agree. Yeah, I would watch Kyle and her family like do anything. Chase dogs around.
What is your necklace too? There, Sarah? I mean, again, like you just kind of want to see how her life plays out.
Yeah.
Does it say daddy?
It says The Lady. I got it at BravoCon. It's the Kathy Hilton collab with Nikki Hilton. You remember when she said, the lady.
Just hand it to the lady.
The lady.
She's amazing. See, that's one of her silly Kathyisms, if you will.
Yeah.
Oh, they should have brought her on this. I mean, she isn't. Yeah, they should have had one of the events at her house or something.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, they're going to Kyle's party or Kyle's house.
Oh, the white party.
So she'll probably be there.
The white party. Let's hope. Yeah. She'll be there. I'm sure she'll be there. Why would she miss it?
Well, it sort of ended with Vicki being upset that Giselle told Tamra. So she's like, I'm done with Giselle. Do you think that is a permanent thing for the duration of this? Do you think it's going to cause more drama? Do you think she's going to make it a bigger thing?
I mean, Vicki's not one to hold a grudge, right? She doesn't hold grudges. So, I mean, I'm sure they'll be totally
I think they're going to work it out. They'll probably work it out like next episode, honestly.
Yeah. I just want someone to say for once, I told your secret, the one that you told me on camera, because it is my job to do so.
Right.
No one ever says that, not even in a reunion. Like, I know it's fourth wall, but just say it then, It's like, what do you mean, secret?
I love a fourth wall broken, so I would love that.
Did you end up watching House of Stassi? Because it's very fourth wall breaking.
No, I haven't. I still haven't watched all of the old Vanderpump Rules. Like, I got to like maybe season 2 or 3. I need to get back on that.
Quit your job. What season 3?
I know. Well, I started with Scandival season. And then I have been watching The Valley. And then, I need to, it's one of those ones I just need to put on while I'm like folding laundry or doing whatever and just get caught up.
It's really important to me that you do.
Yeah, I knew it would be.
Okay, Sarah and Kelli, it was so great having you here today to talk about the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. I'm excited to see what the rest of it holds, and I hope there is some drama. I do love the nostalgia of it. I love just seeing the ladies in their element and just like being all together, but at the same time, I think we can only do that for so long. I need to see like some movement. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So where can people follow you guys if they want to listen to your show or check you guys out online?
Kelli, this is all you.
Okay. You can follow us on Instagram at Above Deck Pod, and we are on Patreon. So that is patreon.com/Above Deck Podcast. And you can email us at abovedeckpod@gmail.com. And we're on TikTok.
Mm-hmm. And Above Facebook and anywhere you get your podcasts.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks so much.
Fun.
Thank you for listening to the Bravo Investigator podcast. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads at the Bravo Investigator. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and join the Facebook page. If you enjoyed the show, please leave a 5-star review.